Hi, this is Sharon from craftyandcreativeideas.blogspot.com. I'm here to bring you another one of my Wow That's Cool videos from my series. Today's card is going to be from the stamp set Let Your Hair Down, and this is my little Let Your Hair Down card. It's a remake. The original card, this is the original I got off of Pinterest, and it was made by I'm hoping I pronounced your name correctly, Linda Arhus. I'm not really sure if that's how she pronounces it, but I'm doing the best I can. But I wanted to case it and just do my own version of it. So this is the original, and here is my version of it. What you're going to need to make this card, and it's pretty simple to make. You're going to need, of course, the Let Your Hair Down stamp set. Okay, we're going to need a piece of very vanilla cardstock, and I cut that at, it's 11 by 4 1/4, and I scored it at 5 1/2, which gives you a top fold card. Okay, then you're going to need some espresso brown pieces for the hair. You're going to need for the bangs 4 inches by 1 3/4, and then you're going to need 2 pieces that are 5 1/4 by 1 1/8. You're going to need 2 pieces that are 4 1/4 by 1 1/8, and you are going to need 2 pieces that are 2 1/2 by 1 1/8. Now, there were no measurements on this card at all, so I'm just kind of winging this and doing my own measurements on this. I don't know what the measurements are on the original card. I have no idea. Okay, then you're going to need 2 white circles that I punched out with the 1/2 inch punch, circle punch. And then we're going to need 2 black pieces, but we'll do that when we get to it. Okay, before we stamp anything from this, we're going to line up our hair so we see where we want to actually line up the sediment. You're going to need your fringe scissors for this. Okay, and then I just clipped, I started in the middle, and I clipped all the way through for her bangs. And I just kind of turned it over and did the same thing from the other side. Okay. And then you're going to round off, take a corner rounder, and you're going to round off the tops of the corner. Okay, that way when we lay it on here, now we'll know this is about where her bangs are going to go, and we're going to bring this down just a little bit. So now we know, like, okay, the stamp set's going to go in here somewhere. Okay, but what we'll do is we will place some of this hair tentatively on there first, and then before we stamp. Okay, you're going to do that now on all the other pieces. Okay, so now we're just going to lay this down a little bit just to see roughly around where we're going to want this stamp to stamp. And we know that we want to go approximately here, because we want to leave enough room for our eyes to be able to fit in there. I'm going to take our espresso brown, early espresso, and ink that pad, the stamp up with that. And then line it up, knowing that you're going to be somewhere about there. there you go. I actually clipped the middle pieces to be 4 inches instead because I think they're going to fit on here better. And I'm just going to round off once again the left side and then take a little adhesive and lay it on the top of the other strip. Same thing on both sides. Round it off a little bit and then put a little adhesive, and I'm going to lay it on top of the other strand of hair. Then on the small one, the same thing, round off the right side. A little bit of glue, snail on there. And we're going to put that piece of hair on there, and the same thing on this one. Whoops, forgot to round that off and it's going to stick out. Okay, then we're going to take our card and the bangs, we're going to put some snail on the back of the bangs and across the top. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is put the hair on this side of the bang, and then I'm going to put it on this side, and then I'll put a little more here. Then I want to round these corners on the tops of both of these too. Then we're going to just lay the hair on top of the card. For hair, I took a small little glue dot and I used the Cantaloupe heavy twine, thick twine, put a little dot under that and put a little bow on the top part of her hair. Then for the eyes, I used a 1/4 inch hand punch. There's my 2 black pieces of eyes. Putting a little snail on each of those black pieces. And I'm going to fit it onto the white. And make them both looking to the same direction. Then I'm going to take my gel pen and just make little white pupils here. I took little strips off the end of the dimensional, just very tiny little piece for the eyes. And put one underneath each eye. Placed one like so. And the other one, same way. And there you go. Let your hair down. She's so doggone cute. I hope this video was fun for you, and I hope you've learned something with it and that you'd want to make the card. If you've enjoyed it, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up or even leave a small comment if you have time, it would be very helpful. I appreciate it so much. And until next time, God bless.